Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Connor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
A gain of 9.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Another run here with Dobbins. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Down back at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Off play action, Tannehill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On the carry.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pick.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, it's Connor.
Tackled there by Richard Lawrence.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Once again, it's Swift.
They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And it's a big turnover there on the final play. Of the quarter.
With the score, Niners 19, Washington 12.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Teron
Johnson able to pick it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Swift. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ball carrier.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
The Washington 1st down.
Tannehill. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
To James Conner.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
The ball carrier.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
Tavon Young in on the tackle.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down now, Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Kaepernick to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
51, Mike 51. Hey, man, watch the boot.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. To throw is Kaepernick. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
2 yards.
Now it's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick, eluding the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
So the victory here for San Francisco,
and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for San Francisco, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.